Hi, it's Jordan Teen 1, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make a small mustache charm. So there actually have been many different mustache tutorials that have come out over the last year or two, and the reason that I'm doing this one is because it's going to go along with my Mario and Luigi case. So the pattern is actually almost the exact same pattern that I used for the upper lip of my Small Lips charm. The only difference is it has an extra set of bands on either end and an extra set of bands in the center. But other than that, it's the same exact pattern. So I decided to make this part of the tutorial separate because this can be made and stand on its own as a charm by itself. And then coming soon, you can look for the Mario and Luigi case tutorial. You want to have your loom set up in an offset position so that the pins are not in line with one another, and you want your arrows to be facing towards the right. So I'll be using 40 bands, and you can see that I have them laid out in piles of 2. And the reason that I've done this is because we're going to be using 2 bands at once for this entire mustache, and so it's just easier to grab if you have them laid out. And so I'm going to start on the center pin, and I'm going to come diagonally down and to the right. So I'm using 2 bands, and then from here I'm coming straight over, and then from that same pin I'm going to go diagonally up. Again, from this same pin I'm coming straight across. And now from the center pin, I'm going to come up. Again, from the center pin, I'm coming over. And now I'm going to come back down, so from the top to the middle. And now before I lay this next band, I'm going to come straight across the bottom. And then from the middle, I'm coming down. So basically that's about halfway done, and now I'm going to place another set of bands here on the bottom. This is where it differs a little bit from my Small Lips tutorial. I just have it separated by 1. And now I'm going to go up to the middle row, and then from the same pin straight across. So we're just going to mirror what we've already done. From the center I'm going up, and again from the center I'm going over. From the top I'm coming down, and then at the bottom here I'm going over. And now from the middle I can come back down and complete that second triangle. I'm going to go over, and then with one more set here I'm going up into the middle. So when you're done all of that, you should have 2 bands left, and what I'm going to do is triple this first band. So you can either do it on the pin, just twist and put it back on, loop it around there 2 times. Or if you wanted to, you could do it on your hook. And then the last band we're going to use to tie this off. So now it's just a matter of looping the bands. So I'm going to start with a tripled band here. I'm going to take my hook, push back with the back of my hook on those 3 bands, grab the bottom 2, and you probably want to use your finger and hold this tripled band on, or it will slide right off. And that's going to come down. Just make sure as you're doing this that both loops are making it on the pin. And then we're going to go down through the next. I'm just going to get the bottom 2, so push back on all the top. It's going to come over. And now you have to take these off in order, so if you look at the pins here, let me just separate the bands a little. You can see that the ones that go over to the left are at the bottom, so it's these next 2 up that we have to grab. So you want to get them, and they're going to go up to where the other ends of them are. And now the bottom two can move over. And now on this next pin here in the middle, again push back. And again, we're going to have two different sets. So the top set is going up, and then the bottom set is going over. And now from the top, you should just have two at the bottom. They're moving down. And then I'm going to take the next set here in the middle, take these two bands and come down. And then from the bottom here, we still have to loop these, so they're moving over. So this middle pin here is going to be very full, so just take your time. You're going to push back through everything, and just very carefully, I would suggest just wiggling it back and forth. Get that to go over, and then we're going to loop this other side. So again, if you look here, a lot of bands. It's actually not the bottom two, but the next two. These are going to come up. Bottom two are coming over. And now with this next set, the top ones are going to go up. Bottom two over. And now from the top, you should just have one set down below. And then again, reach down through all of this. Bottom two, coming down. And you may want to push this down just to have room. Bottom two, coming over. And then again, this is going to be very full. So it's just the bottom two here. Just push back on all the others. Coming over. And then finally, these two are coming up. So now everything should be hooked together. And the only loose band we're going to have is at the end here. And we're going to use this last band to tie that off. So I'm going to just do that first, I think. I'm going to reach down through, take this band, pull it up, get the other end back on, pull one through the other, and make a nice and tight slip knot. That way we don't have to worry about any loose bands. And I'm going to carefully take this off with my hook to try and keep it in shape. And then here you have your mustache. So you can do a little shaping with it. And then as far as this loop goes, you're going to want to hide that. So what you can do is just reach inside, grab this, and pull it into the center. So you may have to go through a couple different ones to get it all the way hidden. And then it is complete. I hope that everyone is happy with their new little mustache charms. You can always leave me comments on YouTube and Facebook, post pictures of your creations to my Facebook page, and please feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that way you can be notified when I have my newest tutorials uploaded. You can also find me on Pinterest and Instagram, so feel free to sign up for those as well and post your pictures and comments there too. Thanks for watching!